Wait, I don't know. I might be streaming sideways. So if you're on, if you see, let me know. So uh, I've actually got this on the porch. Um, I'll show it. Let's see. All right, so this is the 8-frame extractor that I got from eBay. It's 4 or 8, 4 deep, 8, 8 mediums, um, and cost me $213. Got the gate on the front, which I probably need to close up. Ugh. Keep anything from crawling in there. But yeah, I got it out on my dirty patio with all my extra stuff and sugar. I still got looks like I got 100 pounds still. So I've used 50 of the stuff I got. I got some spare B boxes, nuke lids, nuke baseboards. I got a 10-frame bottom board there. Actually, 2 10-frame bottoms and a top. Let's scoop around here. It's kind of sunny out today. It's supposed to get up in the high 90s. This is the trashy wheelbarrow that Castle Highs was talking about. He saw from yesterday. I have a burn pile, so it always gets cans and stuff in it, but the bees use it to land on the cans and drink the water. So I haven't really been in a hurry. Let me save a bee. I see one trying to struggle right there, so I just helped her get out of the water. There she goes. She's off. All right, so yeah, that's junky. Got my huskies outside today. Rinsed them off, sprayed them off. Gave him a little bit of Loki. He's chilling. Hey, Loke. I've got my chicken feeders out doing the open feeding today still. Got another one over there, but just use the chicken feeder. Wow, they've drank that whole thing down already. I had to land on the side of my head, but I don't want to mess with it. And I just put sticks down in the trough, and I make sure I got one stick going in the little port so they can't get there and get themselves killed. But they're really doing a good job on those feeders. I also have some feeders on the hive. So yesterday, if you remember, I had a beehive right here, and it was slam full of hive beetle larvae. And I took the frames out and put them over here. That one actually still has, hopefully that didn't mess up everything. That one's got a little bit of brood in it. But yeah, they were really attacking that, which was on that, there you go. It was on this pedestal here, which I caught a swarm, which I was thinking yesterday in my video that it was this hive that was sitting on this, but I caught it and it's in there now. So it's doing better. I've got a beetle guard in there, which, to be honest with you, they don't work really that great. These little Guardian hive entrances, that's $9 you'll never get back, $10 you'll never get back. So I mean, be careful, because there's lots of gadgets in beekeeping and they don't work always as planned. But I took this double 5-frame and condensed it down to a 10-frame. So I'm going to let them build up in there a little bit, just to give you a peek. I don't have an inner cover on. They're doing pretty good. There's a couple frames. They still have room to draw out, so I'm not in a big hurry on this one. I put a little piece of pollen patty in there that I made. I actually made my own pollen patties last year with some pollen sub and some sugar water. So as that was the hive I condensed with some stuff I did this year. But these two here, I'm gonna have an issue. So I'm gonna have to start moving these three over a little bit, because these two right here are pretty packed with bees. And of course they got a little more pollen patty and they're going to town on that, but they're pretty packed with bees. So I'm gonna have to put them in a 10 frame soon. Look at that big bad joker right there on the edge. Know what he is, but I don't want none of that. It probably looks like it put something on you. This one's not as bad, so it's got time. And you see I got a little tiny piece of pollen patty on this one, but definitely I'm probably gonna have to make a split. Any of these 10 frames or 10 frame boxes could probably split. This one here, this double box is pretty, whoops, do a flyby, it's pretty packed. They're still got room though. Get making some splits with some of these hives here. This hive, for some reason, I just put a little piece of pollen patty there because I got lazy and didn't want to take these feeders off. That's another thing I probably wouldn't waste my money on again. Those Ceracell feeders. Actually, this is a Ceracell feeder. It's got dead bees and thing in it right now because it's just sitting out here. But they just don't use them that well. I mean, they don't do that good. So that's why it's sitting out here, and it's really kind of, they just don't do good. First of all, if you notice, the lid doesn't sit on there. Oops, sorry. The lid doesn't sit on there great. The big 10 frame ones are better. I don't know if you can see, there's some bees in there. They are so that's okay, but they just don't do really good. Obviously, I counted 22 hives yesterday. I actually only had 21 because that was a dead out with the beetles, and so, you know, I actually caught that swarm from that hive, and it's in that yellow hive right there right now. So it is better. This is the next hive that I really need to go all the way to the bottom on. I did open it up today, put a little bit of pollen patty in there, very little bit. And it's got weight in the top box. It's got honey in here. I just don't know the status of the queen and what's going on in there anymore. So just laziness, not taking it apart. I need to. It was packed before. But last year I started with some nukes, and after the winter I ended up with 4 hives, and after this year I'm up to 21. The winter kind of got me. Actually, I had 10 hives or so last year and lost 50% of them to hive beetles. I had them in a different location, and this year was able to move them. Come on, Cookie. My dog's out here, guys. Come on, Cookie. Cookie, come on, let's go. I don't want her to get to this road. It's an old dog, and she likes to go wandering, and traffic is not kind around. Up, she's got to do her business. I don't want to. Come on, Cookie. Let's go. Let's go. Other way. Come on. Come on. So we'll walk back up this way. Had to get my dog to go the other direction. So luckily, I mean, the bees don't mess with her, and she just kind of has run of the place. But this is this is what I got right now. I have this one that's got 2 supers on it, but it's really, they're not doing too much in the top. So I was kind of hoping, and it's kind of light, you can see me rocking it, so I probably could condense that back down to to 1. But I was hoping they would start building out some comb in my supers. So I'll show you my other. You can see they're destroying this open feeder that I'm using. I mean, they're running out there. I mean, they're really, these chicken feeders have done the trick this year for me. Let me see if I can show you the other chicken feeder. It didn't look like it was that busy, but they were both all the way full to the lid today. Yeah, it's got a little bit of activity over here. And I can't see any chats, guys, so I don't know what's going on with that today. Oh, well, they've already killed 2.5 gallons out of there. So maybe I'll throw some more in. I've got some more syrup over here. Let me see if I can flip this around. Show you how I do this. So they're working on 5 gallons of syrup today. Oh, I've got some in here. So I'm gonna come in this other 5-gallon pail from where I mixed up earlier. Because when you get a 25-pound bag, seems like it doesn't all dissolve in 5 gallons. So I'm able to, now this is, usually I let them, drink it all down, because they're gonna go kind of crazy when I flip them around. All right, so how to do this one hand, I don't know. Let me see if there's a way to flip you guys around here. Or not. There we go. I'll flip you around. I'm gonna set you right here. Hopefully, I know I'm blocking you right now, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I got some syrup here. I'm just gonna fill it on up to the lid, and they're gonna go right to work. So I gotta take my bottom here, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock the bees off out of it and off the top. And then gonna try to do this because they want it bad. They've already started working on the stuff on the bottom down there. And then I'm just gonna find me a stick and plug the little hole and start putting these sticks back in here, because they're already starting to land and drink. You just got to make sure that you pay attention when you're grabbing the sticks, because if you don't, what you're gonna do is pinch you a bee, and he's gonna let you know that you got her. She's gonna let you know that, hey, you got me, so I'm gonna get you back. All right. And I don't know what you guys are seeing right now, but we're gonna put some stuff in here. All right. And I'm just using little sticks like this. Basically, I just find them and. All right. So that thing's back full. With another 2.5 gallons or so, maybe 1 gallon, I don't know. But they drank this down today, and they'll be right back on it. They're killing off the other 1 to 2 ones I've got over there. So the open feeding is definitely doing pretty good this time of year, because here in South Carolina, it's 90 degrees. And there's not really that much nectar. We're in a dearth. So this thing was full too, and it's pretty light right now. It's empty. They're just gonna get they'll clean this all the way out. It'll be dry when it's done. So I highly recommend that. Spending $10 getting you a couple 2 feeders, or I don't know how many bees you've got, but they work. I've also got some on the hives, which you can see the Boardman feeders, so they can get it in place right at their doorstep, or they can get it from foraging, whichever way they prefer. I don't care either way, as long as they're getting what they need. works out good. But anyway, that's what we did today. We took double 5 frame and made it a 10 frame. That was the swarm I caught from this box, so it's doing okay now over here. Just trying to make things happen. Doesn't look like, I mean, you can see they're vibrating there and fluttering, so they're doing what they need to do to cool the hive. And I need to make some more trim rings so they can do what they got to do. I found that these little boxes that I made last year that have the attached bottom and just the disc on the front work really well when you're starting to nuke out, because you can close it down, or a swarm, and you don't have to worry about them really taking back off because the queen can't get out of the little queen excluder in there. The drawbacks to this is you really have sometimes an issue if it gets moisture in there, getting the moisture out of it. So when they get big enough to where there's moisture and stuff in there, I usually switch them over to a bigger box, and or add a box on top and then move them over to 10. So right now everybody looks like they're doing good. They're working today. This hive right here is not active. That one is not active, so might need to look into there. This little hive is doing pretty good. Can't complain on that one. So it's all about expansion. I'm just trying to get it, everybody asks about honey, and I get honey. I got honey this year. I didn't get any honey last year. This year the honey was not a lot. I mean, in the spring I got some, but I'm hoping this late season flow, when the goldenrod and stuff like that starts coming in, that will get a good fall flow, and hopefully some of that extra comb get drawn out and stuff like that you don't have when you start. Last year was my first year, and other than what came in the nukes, it was all built by swarms and the little bit of bees that I had. But anyway, I really just wanted to show people that $200 4 or 8 frame extractor that I got for $213 on eBay. And you guys have a good day, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys soon.